So once we get to a 5, we'll be there at 80% on our max. That's kind of where we want to head into. I might use the right now for this. I don't know how my back feels. And it's not tempo either, so just pushing it hard against the wall. 95 for 6. So I feel pretty good. I don't feel too bad. Wrist felt good. They feel nice and tight. I think we'll be fine. I think for the AMRAP we'll use our belt to see how big we can get in there. So we'll delete it. But I'm sore. Abs are sore too from doing those crunches yesterday. So I want to make sure we stretch out our back. Start wrapping my wrist a little differently too. So now we have way more control on our wrist. Actually feels a lot better too. Before I was dropping too low. I mean it's okay, but here it's like pretty good. For these I'm kind of doing like a suicide grip. Kind of just get that action going. So we'll be alright. That'll be our second set. We could go sometimes a little wider usually. I want to be around their shoulder height. Felt good. Overhead pressing it. 6 is not too bad. I'm gonna do 3 more reps and then 4 for overhead. That's when you get this whole portion developed. I feel like my upper chest got way better now. It's also your lats. Straight up here, bring it down to here. It's all your lat system. You gotta push it back out. What happened, Chubby? Baby, I'm at the gym. I told her I was at the gym right after I dropped our kids. Another 6 reps. Doing 4 days in a row. Excruciating. But the only good thing is we're gonna rest Monday. We're gonna rest Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's gonna be a nice rest. It's still gonna be a pretty good resting period. I think as long as we do like stretching, cardio, we'll be fine. Probably just focus on cardio for the next 3 days. Just get our workouts and everything. So we'll be alright. We'll see. Another 6. I don't know that. good. I'm gonna work on our AMRAP. Should be pretty decent. I like my build. I don't look too massive. Strong as heck. I think I lost any more weight, I look pretty sick. But focus on that power. Now we're set. We'll do our next set. AMRAP. First one, use our belts. I think that's what we're gonna use when we start working out. So we'll see. So I think for these ones we do them a little higher, right at the rib cage. So we'll work right now. Seems a pretty good method. We're aiming for at least 5. If we do another 6, we'll be able to do our 205 next week. So I'm trying to go as hard as I can on my AMRAPs. These accessory work to get up to the space better. So, but I'm sore as heck too, so. It's a little too high on this side. Chest press. Well, it's a spot press, but I do it as a basically a pause press to the spot press, not spoto press. We gotta do 12 reps. I don't know if I want to get into a position. Maybe I should. Pretty smoothly controlled. Slightly wider than that. Yeah, it's good that we get into position. We gotta keep training to setting up. I feel like I'd be a little bit more arched. I don't feel like I'm that much arched. I have to work on that flexibility with our back, so yeah. It's sore. Next 3, next 12. That was for dirt. burn. Those paws, white grips, burn like crazy. Ooh. Alright, time for our second set. I'm trying to find my space. So I feel like, yeah, I have to be tighter. Yeah, so like right here. Ooh. Feel that nice chest contraction. Trying to do those as slow as possible. Kind of like a pin. I feel like pin presses would be nice here too. Essentially, that's what you're doing with the spot press here. Kind of pushing out, but right here, pin press to kind of help with that. You're gonna be like right here. Boom, push out. But you can see the benefit of this. I'm doing lower weight than I was doing like during my week. Because I'm trying to train pushing, getting into position, all that stuff. So it's a work in progress. I feel like sometimes I can get really tight and sometimes I can't. I think for me also benefits me to be wider. But like here I can't. But I feel like this is the best method. If you look at Godzilla Jesus, that dude has pretty wide stance. Just really depends. They say not to be on your toes, but I feel like if you have enough push, you're okay. And you don't want to push up, you want to push away like that. That's kind of why they say to keep your heels down. Then you're kind of forced. I almost feel like if I get into position, heels first, it'll be nicer because you just drop your toes. So we'll try doing that right now. Total was 4 sets. I like it. I like doing extra chest day. It's a different technique. You guys can see even when I flex like this, like we're already developing that top portion, our lats and everything. And I'm telling you, my lats are cooking right now. Oh. So we'll have to do some more pulls. Finally, I feel like my golfer's elbow is slightly flexing up, so today I'll probably do some stretches to make sure over the weekend we rest properly. So today, since I have a little bit more time, we're gonna do a full body, what do you call it? Full body stretch. And then we'll do Saturday I come up with my son. That's gonna be almost like cardio day. And Sunday we'll just really rest all the way through. And then Monday we come in at lunchtime to just knock it out. I start a new method. Heels first, and then we push out. So here you can see this is where we want to be at. So that means our heels have to come like right there. Oh yeah, that worked way better to do heel first. go do triceps. So now we're gonna do our triceps. Should be alright. Do we want to do 100? I don't know. Another week. I don't think we need to go all crazy all out. So we'll see. Freaking, we got a nice little pump going though. Look at that. Hands are huge. Gotta do 12 reps. Apparently. That's pretty good. Oh, freaking. Chest is the one that's so right now. We'll see. So, you also do it this way. You want the extra effort. I don't know, I felt like I lift this way better. I get way more leverage. Let me go this way, so I don't think about it. How's our back looking? I'm glad this is the last time we come at night. Back there in all much time. Better lighting, better times. Alright, let's go do biceps. So last week we did bicep curls. I think today we'll just do hammers. Work on the inner. A little better than we do in our regular biceps. Kind of just to wrap off the weekend program, and then we're done. Plus, I gotta go stretch, and we still have the rear place, so that's all right. It's a nice circuit though. Finish it up with our rear delts, I guess. Oh, sore, everything's sore. That was good. Nice. Let's not go too crazy. Ooh, freaking bad. I really like doing it like this. I feel like kind of gets more into that position. So I have the reps, putting in reps against here. I like it really grabbing it. I gotta hate. I think I wish, I guess, Bullmastiff should have done most of the, I guess, if it turns to be like more like AI, is that the program should adapt. Most of the programs on Bootcamp don't actually adapt, so it just give you like an RPE so you can adjust it yourself. It would be nice though. It does keep track of it, so you can kind of estimate where you'll be at. My God, that big old fan right there kicking my butt. There's only 3 sets. Yeah, 23. So we're gonna wrap it up. Day work. I'm glad we're done with these. I'd rather do morning or nights than these day ones. Oh, I can't even flex my freaking back. I think it hurts. Alright, last set. Let's go home. We are done. That was our workout for today. Our workout for the week. We are done. Slowly picking back up. Next week we're gonna be at still 65. We're gonna add 3 to 5% to whatever we did to every set. So we're pushing close to 80% already on most of our lifts, like our So like our squat, we're almost at 80. 80 would be 405. We're almost there. Bench, we're almost at 315. What else are we at? Deadlift, we're already gonna be at 405, which is 80% when we're at max. So it's pretty crazy in terms of development. Obviously, once we get to weeks 4, 5, 6, when we go up in percentages, our AMRAP's gonna go down. Eventually, we're not gonna be able to do friggin' 5, 6 reps extra, but which is the point. Even 1 or 2 reps after that's gonna be insane in terms of percentages that we're adding to our overall growth. That's kind of why I like this program. It's kind of like a kick in the ass where you're gonna yourself be like, oh crap, I gotta hustle, gotta do it. So it's really on you to freaking push through with everything and get your butt in gear. Other than that, we're doing pretty damn good. Our overhead press is pretty impressive already. We did 9, that's 3%. We're at 185, so we're already gonna be at 205. And we're gonna be doing that for reps. But yeah, our max is 255, so. And I think that's a combination of, and I think during the last peak weeks we do pin presses for our overhead press. So we don't do overhead press until we flip over to the last 3 weeks. Then we do push press again. So the variations switch up a little bit, I think. Other than that, it's been a great week. You guys have a weekend. See you guys Monday.